Hello and welcome to the bank video. So before I start looking at the mains bank, I think I'm just going to roll through my other accounts very quickly, just show you what I've got in other accounts so that we kind of get an idea of the total value that isn't on this account, and then we'll just roll through it. But 2019 is almost over. The decade is coming to an end. I think this is a non-1750 account. There we go. The decade is coming to an end. It's pretty crazy, man. It's going to be 2020 in just a couple days. Figure I show you guys what I've got and kind of look forward to what we're getting into, kind of see what we're going to be at. So 250 mil on this account, and let's go on to the hardcore, which I believe is free to play at the moment. So it's pretty crazy, honestly. This past decade has been insane, and in the past year, I'd say my bank hasn't changed a lot, but it actually has. And when I look at it, it's like the value maybe is fluctuated a couple bill, but it has changed quite a lot. Okay, 150 mil there, so we're at 400 mil total now. Logging into the alt now, and I gotta put my pin in, hold on. The main alt says 508 mil, plus it's got maybe like 10 mil here, we'll call it like 520 mil. So we're at like 920 mil, plus I definitely have about the difference on RS3. I think I have about 700 to 800 mil on RS3 right now, which would translate to a couple hundred mil old school. So we'll just call it 1 bill on other accounts that aren't the main, and then we'll get into the main to kind of see the value there. And it says 18 billion, 32 million. I definitely have 200 or so mil lent out as well. So we'll call that about 19.5 bill. I think the price is actually very similar to what it was last year, but the actual items in the bank have changed dramatically, especially this crystal crown, which has no value when you put it in the bank. This thing is 250 mil to buy at the store, but has no value, as you can see. It's worthless, but I bought it. It's an untradeable. I bought it as a celebration for my gauntlet pet. When that came out, I got it very early. These cannonballs are the same thing. They have a high alch value, but they don't actually have a real value in the bank. Same with the defender, which I have another defender on my alt as well, but again, no value other than alching it. So those things don't have a price. Probably closer to 20 bill if I had never got those things specifically, but we're at 19.5 or so, we can say, including alts and lens. And now let's actually get into what we've got in the mains bank. So you see these tabs. These may not have been a thing last year. I'm not sure if they were, but these are tabs just for the different things I'm killing. So like this is Bandos, this is Chambers, Inferno, Theater of Blood, and Barbarian Assault, which is pretty nice. I like having these. They're useful. They're part of Runelight. And as you can see, this cape has been upgraded. This cape used to be the 100 completions. Now it's 500. I actually have 905 completions. No dust at the moment. Very unfortunate. As you can see, they got the holiday cannonballs. Still haven't used much of those. I think I gained like maybe 10 mil slay XP this year. Hardly anything actually, compared to previous years. So those hopefully will be used in 2020. Who knows? And then if we go through here, we have the Oculus Orb, which is a very cool item that content creators and some people get that you can basically use for like cool cinematics and stuff. So that's a cool thing that exists, I guess. And I use it sometimes for little things here and there. May even use it in this video. Who knows? I have no idea. Bunch of crystal shards. Got myself the Volcano and Gauntlet pet. So these are probably the last crystal shards I'll ever get. Those will be used for the crystal pickaxe, for volcanic mine, probably to AFK at some point in the future. This is just like I don't know what this tab really is. It's kind of just stuff that's always been in this tab, plus new things I add to it that don't have a place in other tabs, kind of. I don't know what this tab really is. Like, this could be definitely in like the skilling tab, which is this tab, but they're not. I don't know. Anyways, consumables. Let's see. It hasn't really changed the order much. The values of these things might have changed. About 300 mil. Got a lot of food. Basically never need to buy food again. My divines I keep at the bottom. I feel like I should move these to the top because I feel like I use them more than I use normal combats, but I don't know. These weren't a thing last year, so this is obviously new. Might need to buy another 1,000 of those or so, but I don't know how much more combat I'm doing in general. This might be enough for the future of combat for this account. I don't really know. As you can see, I'm pretty close to finishing combat, apart from pets. Well, obviously this will take a while, but I won't need that many potions for it compared to what I have in the bank. So I'm not going to buy more right now, but about 300 mil in this tab. 630 mil in my runes, teleports, and somewhat utility tab, I guess. Lockpicks are in here for raids, and don't know why that's in there. Also don't know why that's in there. Oh, this is tier 2. I wonder if I can, no, this is probably the 250 one, right? I'm like, no, it might be the 500 one. I don't know. I have over 500 now, I think. So that should be the 500 one. That was not like that last year. That was just purple. Don't know why it's in this tab. I have no clue at all. Little things in here that I guess have value, mainly the runes. Lots and lots and lots of runes, as you can see. And I think I might have runes in the Theater of Blood pool. Let's go look at that, actually. Just trying to get a whole estimated value of the bank and kind of see what we have and where it's at. Nothing can be charged here. Oh, wait, okay. Check. 640 sets of 100 charges. Oh, okay, so that's an extra. How much is that? I have no idea how much this is. That's an extra 60 mil or so. That's not bad, I guess. We'll just throw it in there, though. And then you got to remember, I always have a 100 mil of Nightmare Zone. Maybe I definitely would be over 20 bill, I think, if I had bought this crown and if I actually liquidated everything to one account. I'm pretty sure I'd be over 20 bill pretty easily. I always forget about the 100 mil I have in Nightmare Zone, which I'm not going to take the time to go show you guys that, but it's there. Trust me. Why would I lie about that? It's 100 mil compared to 20 bill. This tab is a bunch of junk for clues and all my purple sweets and Eternal Glory, which carries most of the value of the tab. As you can see, it goes from 4 mil to 160 mil when we put all that in there. I just never got rid of this tab. I don't know why. Maybe if I ever get an itch to do more clues. But I don't have that itch at the moment, and I've got the Bloodhound. And speaking of the Bloodhound, these are my current pets. Last year, it looked a lot like that. Well, without these there, but it looked like that. If you just imagine these didn't exist here. So we got 7 pets this year. And this is the order we got them in, too. We finally finished Pet Kriara. Beautiful. Beautiful pet to get. 12.5k or something like that. Yeah, that was crazy. Most recent pet I got was Golem. I actually got that while playing Twisted League on my other account, the Marisor account. I was AFKing Amethyst. And yeah, these are the Volcano pet, Zilliana, Venenatus, Gauntlet, and Hydra as well are the pets that we got this year. Hopefully finish all pets next year. The pet tab always looking nice. Love to look at this tab. It's so great. And it's always in the order that I got it in, of course, from first to last. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Which has no value, as you can see, actually. So then we got the PK tab, which again hasn't changed much. Maybe there's like more of these now or something, and less of these. And actually, I have no idea how many dragon arrows I had last year. A lot of the value I think is in these things, probably, and like that, and then obviously I put these probably. So it's not too valuable, but it's mostly in like a few items. It's just for if I ever go PKing. I actually have used it a few times this year. On like a quick PK trip or go save somebody who's like getting PK'd. It's been fun. Now the tab you guys all want to see, obviously I've been kind of like, working up to this one, is the loot tab, which last year I sold except for a lot of rune items. I think I didn't sell these 6 or so. Maybe I didn't sell these as well. Yeah, this tab is looking pretty good. If you take out the GP, obviously that's 9 bill in GP. Again, about half my money is in GP and half of it's in items. Same as it was last year, which is really nice. I kind of like having an even split between the two because having all in one or the other is kind of a risky play. So I like to be pretty evenly spread between the two. But as you can see, we have lots and lots of stuff. Lots of gems. I don't know. Oh, speaking of gem, Eternal Gem. Lots and lots of loot from various bosses. I might consider selling this at the end of the year. It's obviously the end of the year now, but like maybe in a day or two, maybe like January 1st, I'll sell it all in the morning, have a completely empty loot tab, and then go into 2020 completely fresh. If you guys have watched this far in the video, let me know what you prefer. Keep it as it is now. So just comment keep it or comment start fresh. And if you see it before this first, I'll probably, take that consideration and probably do whatever has the most feedback, whatever you guys want the most. But this is a lot of stuff I could sell. It's like 900 mil. in the loot tab. It'd be kind of a cool little video as well as just starting fresh. I don't know, just an idea. All right, the completionist tab. This hasn't changed much except maybe the total has gone up. I don't think I had this many last year, which has no value. The Warrior Guild tokens have no value. The gold Castle Wars and the Castle Wars tickets has no value. This is a pretty valueless tab. What is the value in this? The Lizardman Fangs, and then there's something else. It's like 4 million here. I don't know what it is though. Can't figure that out. Is it these gloves? I had these gloves a long time ago. Oh wow, the gloves are quite a lot of it, I guess. I probably could drop all these. I don't think I need these anymore. I'll just drop those. Yeah. I don't care. My bank just went down in value, but I gained a space, so that's pretty nice. That's another reason to sell the tab, is to get all this bank space back that I don't have at the moment. Obviously, if I could just throw 40 pets in the house, I would have 40 more spaces, but I like having them in the bank. It's kind of nice. Anyways, the skilling tab. So, as I talked about before, I mined a bunch of amethysts for the golem pet while playing Twisted League. I also did other mining forms. I did volcanic mine. I did some quarry, a little bit of iron, a lot of different things, and I did not end up getting the what's it called, the pet, until I did a bunch of amethyst. This is the crystal chalice, which you get from killing the bunny. I actually earned my own on the first day of release. Kind of does the same animation as the Ale of the Gods. This tab's worth 1.3 bill, and if you're wondering why, it's because of all these talismans. That's like 800 mil of that. Where's the extra? Where's the other 500 mil? Is it this? Those? That? Is it these? 200 mil still. Is it these? Is it those? There's still 60 mil. Where's the 60 mil? Is it the fish chunks? No. I don't know. Lots of skilling supplies. Is it the Ring of the Gods? I don't. The herbs? No. Where's the other 40 mil at? Is it these stones? Maybe. 20 mil. We're getting there. We're figuring it out. Is it the signet? No. Feathers? 6 mil. Okay. Yeah, that's. I mean, this looks cool on its own, right? Look at all these items. These just look nice to look at. Lots of value. Lots of stacks over 100k. Yeah. Anyways, the skilling tab. It's useful for if I'm ever doing any kind of skilling. Very easy. I've showed this before, but it's just like I just pull this out and then boom, I'm ready to go. Obviously, it's noted, but it wasn't noted. Let's say I want to go woodcutting, I do that. I pull out my max cape, and I'm good to go, which I already have on. You know, pull out whatever, a lot of different things. Pull out this, that, ready to go fish. Then I don't know. It's pretty nice to have this tab. I use it occasionally. Haven't done much skilling recently because I don't know. I just been busy with other stuff, but it's here for when I'm ready to, you know. And the final and coolest looking tab, the or not loot tab, the gear tab, which I guess actually this tab might look cooler. I don't know. These tabs make up like 15 bill in my bank. Both of these combined is pretty crazy. 0 infernal capes at the moment. I have the max one. I've been gambling them for the pet. Currently pretty dry on it. Well, not pretty dry, but I'm over the rate, and so that's unfortunate. Lots of bando sets. So if I sold the loot tab, it would include selling stuff like this, to obviously have one of them. Anything that like I'm going for a pet for definitely would sell. But yeah, this basically has almost every piece of gear. There's definitely some missing. If you could spot a piece of gear that's missing, that isn't something stupid, like a best in slot piece of gear, let me know. I do have a DHCB lent out right now. But other than that, I think I have almost all of the max gear. Pretty sure I do. I don't know actually. I have all the void pieces, obviously. I definitely have like I think I have the max of max everything. There might be some second best in slot or some weird variation, like rare use case max stuff that I don't have. Like I don't have a Dragonfire ward, which I think is best specifically at Vorkath, but it's not best other places. So I guess that's kind of missing, but I don't know. Yep, just a lot of gear. It hasn't really changed too much, I don't think, apart from this shield existing now, and I guess the face guard existing now. Those weren't a thing last year. The lance didn't exist last year. The ferocious gloves are in this tab right here. Where's my barrels gloves? There they are. Other than that, I think it's about the same as it was last year. Gone down in value, unfortunately, due to this thing. Makes me so sad. But you know what? It was expected. I decided to keep it. It was my choice. It's fine. Bank value hasn't changed too much. But there it is, guys. As you can see, that is my 2019 going into 2020 bank, end of the decade, end of the year video. for the bank value. There should be another video coming up soon about the goals and what we're going to kind of do in 2020, or we hope to do in 2020. If you guys enjoyed the video, made it this far, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a great, wonderful rest of your year. Happy New Year, and yeah, peace. So a little bit of a bonus, if you made it past the end, I forgot to include my Twisted League account, which if we look at this, it says it's worth 264 mil. Now, this all gets deleted in about 2 weeks, so it's not really going to be there. It's not really going to be 260 mil, but the current value is 260 mil. I will quickly go through everything. Lots of seeds. Not too many herbs, actually. 13 mil in skilling stuff. 46 mil in this tab, 25 of that being the cash. Some Hydra stuff. 26 mil in my gear tab, and then 125 mil in my clue tab, which is just a bunch of clue items. Obviously, that's why it's called a clue tab. But yep, there we go. 256 mil that's getting deleted. 264 mil, sorry, that's getting deleted in 2 weeks. Yep, there it is. All right.